Hey, welcome back to Open Your Third Iris with your host, me, Stephanie Iris. And today, the topic of interest is how do you still create when you feel stuck? It's literally what I was feeling maybe like 5 minutes ago as I was trying to edit this yoga video I had, and I realized, you know what? I just need to do something that's free flowing. I don't really have to think too much about it. I'm just gonna do it. And so that's why I'm on here right now, just free flow talking. This is how I want to do podcasts. My last one, I prepared for it, wrote stuff down, and I'm just exploring all the different ways to do podcasts. So we'll see how this one goes. What do you do when you feel stuck? Do you just give up and then go through this whole core wound of, well, I'm not good enough, I don't want to create, blah, 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 and just let your mind take over? Or do you do something about it? For me, it's been a mixed bag of things. In the past, I definitely was just like, never mind, I'm just not going to create. And just like I just briefly mentioned, well, today I felt stuck, and it literally felt like, oh my God, there's just the energy is not moving through my body. Well, that was false, because here I am talking, and the energy is definitely moving through my body as I speak through this microphone and move as I sit here. And I notice even doing something like this, I'm feeling a lot better. Like, okay, weeding out what's not true, connecting in on what is true. And that's all I can really do. I'm at a point with creation, my own personal creations, and what I'd like to bring to the world, where I just have to let go of these false narratives that are trying to control my life. But at this point, they're not the boss of me. I just heard that one. I was actually teaching a yoga client, and we were talking about addiction and food. And she had mentioned her sister had done this course, and one of the things that they taught her was to talk to the food or talk to that restaurant or wherever you get a craving and say, you're not the boss of me. So I've been trying that out, and damn, it actually does work. So that stuck energy, it's not the boss of me. I call the shots, and I'm wanting to shift my life and also shift the way I view the world and how I give to the world. And I feel like even something as simple as this is a way of giving back, instead of being selfish of like, oh, well, I can't do this, I feel stuck. To me, in my life, that's stopping me from sharing, which makes it selfish. I'm done being selfish in that way. I think there are times that it's important to be selfish. It's just, this is not one thing I want to be selfish about. We are all going through so much shit right now as a collective. I think there's a lot of mystery. There's so much going on to where it's like, okay, well, the best thing we can all do is to step up and shift our energy. So that's what I'm doing. And it's not easy, and I've really had to let go of shit being perfect. Okay, I have Virgo rising, and if you're a Virgo or you're Virgo strong in your chart, you can understand that, there's this element of well, I want shit perfect when I do it, but that has always stopped me. And I'm done with that energy. I'm turning 31 tomorrow, and I feel like there's just certain things that have to go for this new decade of my life, and it's just my own stuff stopping me. I'm done with that. It's not the boss of me. my higher self calls the shots now. It really does work. Try it out. Try out. You're not the boss of me whenever something's going on that, you would rather it's like there's the high vibe self and then there's the low vibe self. The low vibe self wants to surrender. I'll make it easy. Okay, fine. Well, I'm giving up. I feel stuck. I can't create. Well, find a different medium. That's literally what I just did, and it fucking works. Like, these simple things actually work. It's not like you have to overthink it. Overthinking things actually makes it work with stuck, makes it not work with stuck energy, because again, you're stuck in your mind. Get out of your mind. Get into your heart. How do you do that? By not thinking, just doing. I'm not really thinking so much as I'm just doing. I'm just talking about the fact that, yeah, I was stuck and that was me doing something different. So I surrendered. Okay, this is not where my creative flow wants to go right now. Let's try something else. Let's just try talking about the fact that you're stuck. And that's what I'm doing. And I bet it doesn't even feel like I'm stuck at all. But I swear, like, I just didn't record it, but I freaking was. And feeling stuck, to me, feels very uncomfortable. And it's like it almost makes me want to cry, because it's like, this energy wants to come out, but for whatever reason, it's not. And that's very frustrating. And instead of going down the rabbit hole of like, wow, I suck, or I'm not good enough, or whatever, it's just diverting the energy. And if it wasn't this, if this wasn't going to work for me, I was going to turn on some music and dance. If that wasn't it, I was going to paint. I was going to just do something to just show myself, well, I'm actually not stuck. I'm flowy. I'm fluid. This reality really isn't stuck. It's not as still as we think it is. Everything's moving. Everything is flowing. Just certain things like flow at such a slow frequency that it looks like it's still, but it's really not. There's a lot of illusions in this world. There's still so much for me to learn, but I'm just sharing with you what at least I do know. And in many ways, we have a choice of what illusion we want to believe. Do I want to believe the illusion that I'm stuck and pretty much hide gifts or talents because I feel like I'm not good enough, or I'm afraid what people are going to think? No, I'm done with that. Even if I play into that energy, I'm still going to do the opposite. I'll still find out what I can do to feel that fluid energy. Because I know there is this other side of me that totally is fluid and flowy and can just create and can just speak and do what I need to do in this world. It took me a while to even grasp that, like, for myself, if that is true. I'm not just stuck, that I am both energies. It's very interesting. We have a choice every day what we want to do. And today I decided to get past it, and I hope that you can decide to get past your stuck energy too. The fact that we can even move, like, let's just say none of that creative stuff can work. Just walking, moving your body is a way to show yourself, well, actually, I'm not stuck at all. I can totally move. I can move my head, I can move my fingers, my toes, my hips, my chest, whatever it is, you can move. There is fluidity. Even if you start right there, that's getting somewhere. We're moving energy out of our bodies when we move our bodies instead of believing that we are stuck. Even if you can just move your eyes, that's a way of showing yourself, I can move. I do have fluidity. I can flow. So even being able to talk right now, I feel like, okay, now that thing that I was stuck on, editing that yoga video, I think I could go do that now. I just needed something to turn on my creative flow. It's like a faucet. What's that one easy way to turn that faucet on? Once that faucet is on, it's going to inspire you to do more. All right, well, that's all I have for this. I'm not going to force my creative flow. I'm just doing what I know I need to do and what I feel guided to. So I hope that helped. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll be back soon again. I hope that today you can feel the flow in your life. I really hope that for you. And a song just popped up. My husband, he's a conscious hip hop rapper, and he just released his new album called Quantum Downloads, and there is a song called Feel the Flow. It's really good. So if that's even one thing, if you can hear that song and feel the flow as you dance and go, right there, I hope you enjoy. Much love. Peace.